Daily Warzone final. 100 prizes in this. Good fun. It's an hour. So, okay. Wasn't able to do it on Tuesday. Broadcast, Chess Base. Monday I had a match. So, actually, today's the first day during the week I've been able to play in this thing. So, and I had a good game on Monday. I enjoyed that. Wow. So, okay, if you look on the YouTube channel, I've had a commentary of a Grandmaster earlier today, Daniel King. If you look at YouTube.com, King's Crusher, check it out. There's a Sicilian Najdorf commentary. I'm not sure I'm going to use the Sicilian Najdorf. Maybe I should, because I've done a video of 3 key games in it. Maybe I should. But I find the Elephant Gambit for quick wins. You've got to rack up as many quick wins in this Warzone. So the style is like adapted to the Warzone here, to try and mate as quickly as possible with as many crude attacks as possible. Okay. Although my friend Duvid might have an antidote to, oh, okay, he's being generous there. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, he's put me in pole position very quickly. Okay. Oh dear, I shouldn't accept these bonuses, but thanks. No, I don't know, it's thanks to, yeah. Oh dear, corrupting Chesscube tournaments here. Okay, Cabbage Cow. It looks as though F7 could be a disaster for black at some point. Maybe here. Or is it cheap? Actually, it's King G8. It's not really that clear, is it? Queen G4 knight moves. But F takes first. It's not really clear at all. So I'm wondering why I played this now. Just wanted to be a piece down for nothing. So Queen G3, or using the G file if he takes. Try and use the G file. Is there any compensation? Not much. Can I get pawn here? I'm getting the queens off for once. Just raw bishop up. Oh, he's going to get a pawn over here. Totally silly. Why don't I just play calmly? And now I'm losing the exchange. Oh dear, what a waste. Of the white pieces. So what about knight e4 to g5? Is that an idea? Right, if I try and get out of e5 dropping as well, I could just resign it. It's horrible. Try and play a bit less blasé. Bishop of 7. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh dear. There's a need for quick hack attacks though. There is definitely a need, and usually that'll pay off. So I think if in a lost position I should just resign. Usually save time. So G5 F4 will be a quick hack attack. This is more promising without sacking a piece. Just actually going up material instead. So there's F4 coming up. Oh, actually winning that knight. Where's the knight going? He could play C5. No, okay, so back on track. Back on track. 56 minutes to go. Long haul. Now this was a 2-3-6-6. He's playing all the right moves. Oh dear. D5, very good move there. Knight D4. So he's got me paralysed here. Maybe that's a bit premature. Try and create some weaknesses without sacking a piece. So maybe f5 at some point. f5 knight f4. I can block in that bishop. Okay, this looks better now, I think, with that bishop blocked in. Maybe I should have strategically offered the draw, actually, because these are long haul games usually anyway, which waste a lot of time. He's threatening mate there, so hence. Okay. Actually, I need to get this rook going somewhere. Pieces are all a bit awkward. Oh, my queen's dropped. Oh dear. Not good. Okay. He's just gone to top position. Oh dear, oh dear. I think French defence after that. Ah, now I know a line here which I'll be meaning to use. Castling queenside. But is it going to be effective against someone who's pretty good here? 2283. I feel lots of pain in this tournament, I suspect. So, okay, so what about g5 coming up? If I play, okay, I could take that. Oh, but it gives him, yeah, I'll take that. It gives him e6. He's going to use e6, isn't he? Okay, it's not brilliant, is it? If I can just get in g4 one day. That's not going to happen either, is it? This is another pain in this game so far. Okay, what about rook g8? If I get rook g8 in, might be a tiny wincy bit of counterplay, but my back row, I've got to sort out the back row. So something like knight e7, okay, then knight g6. Does that really help? Probably not. Okay, so there's no counterplay. Okay, bishop e8. Okay, d5 is going to drop. There's still nothing on h3 or g3. Force an exchange. Why don't I just take the rook? I could just take the rook there. What a muppet. Oh dear, oh dear. Hang on, his rook's hanging now. Hang on, there's rook e6. Oh no. It's all not good. Free rook there. I get on this diagonal for bishop c6. That might be helpful. So there's knight d4 as well. Oh, there's knight c5. So isn't he hope here? There's knight. Alright, he just simplifies, does he? Oh, he's not simplifying yet. 30 seconds. Try and get this pawn. Can't really see what to do here. It looks pretty grim. Another one is biting the dust here, I'm afraid. Though that knight's in a defensive posture. I'll try and chase this guy. He's only got 16 seconds to try and win this. 14. Is he going to speed up? Okay, so he gets a critical. Oh, attacking the knight with that one. Oh dear. 6. Oh dear. Yes. That was a waste of time, complete waste of time, embarrassing that I didn't see a rook. Tournament could be going better at this point. Oh, come on, okay. Okay, this looks more promising than the other position earlier. Knight takes here, or bishop takes. It's bishop e7, that could be handy. Although I doubt it. He's got queen e7, good exchange sack. Oh, he hasn't done that. Okay. So I seem to be a rook up here. Funny enough. Rook up. I'll shut the use of d5 out. And also maybe c2 would have been handy. Okay. Get rook g7 in or something. That's bishop e4. Do I stop this? I can play check, tie the pawn down, maybe just take it. Even easier. Okay, try and avoid losing the rook here. Right, fix these pawns. Keep the rook on a dark square to avoid a major tactical disaster. I'm winning that bishop now. Is he going to resign? Okay, so that guy that beat me, seems strong. Oh no, not another one. That's over 2300. I'm getting all the luck of the draw here so far. Yeah, it's going to win d4 with this evil system. So knight f4 and give up. I don't really want to give up h7. That's bishop c5 coming up. So is queen h4 useful, or queen g5? Or knight e2 at some point? Knight e2 here, or queen h4, queen g5. I'll try that, sacking a bishop. Bishop f3, g3. No, that doesn't really work. He's on that with that bishop. That bishop alone, so I could just take him for a moment. Then return back to g5. Okay, so something like takes on bishop f3. And he spots that or something. Actually, I'm threatening now the queen and g6. No, that bishop. I've got to get rid of that bishop. Some sort of block on the bishop. Rook e4. Is on my bits. Oh dear. Okay. What about knight d3 here? That attacks f2. Also, Anything else to note here? What about rook e2 to try and attack f2 and b2, or even knight f2 at some point for rook e1 if the queen wasn't on e1. So rook e2 or okay, so I'm on b2. Bishop queen g6 for bishop e4 is also good, maybe to get rid of this defense here of this bishop. So queen g6 for bishop e4. I don't want to come off g7 to be mated, so I want to play bishop e4, I think. There's rook, there's a check here for breaking apart the defense. Aha. Well, that's the highest person I've beaten so far, 2300, that's cool. So I can beat these guys, 2309, so okay, they're not invincible. So let's try and get a comeback. That guy's skating ahead, 75, that E whatever. Okay, in chess you've got to keep your chin up. I know that from the league seasons. I thought I was doing really bad in one league, but I've made a comeback. With just one win you can start to make a comeback. So you've got to keep trying to play your best, especially online. It's just, but in over the board it's more painful, I think. You know, the longer the games, the more time investment. But here, okay. Now if knight f5, rook f5 and bishop d7. I think there's an IN that said Lawrence Trent he used to use this system for quick hack attacks. So here it's an ideal thing for Warzones to get this quick hack attack. Now knight d5 here, or queen h7 first. I think I'm going to bring the king out with knight d5. I can't believe king g5. Must be mating here, surely. Oh, it's queen g3. Okay, so that brings me up to rank 5, that hack attack system. Against the 2300s, yeah, I mean, but probably 2252 now. I'll dare it. Well, should I play a Marshall Gambit? Try and, if he plays bishop b5, everyone seems to avoid the Marshall. Is he going to actually go into a Marshall? Rook e1. No, so we're in something else which I don't really know what's going on here. I wanted to play a Marshall. Something strange has happened. And given I don't usually play e5, I haven't really got a clue what's going on now. I could just be a pawn down here. So, okay, this knight I think usually needs to reroute anyway. He's probably going to try and exploit this pin on d5 and get out of the way and play rook d8, then maybe knight c5, then try and weaken some dark squares later. Maybe h6 would be useful to stop knight g5s. Also knight f4 is kind of useful to make note of. Too late. Actually h7, I'm going to get massacred on h7 now. Great. That was silly. Waste of a game. Bishop h7, I don't like my chances anymore. Unless I can sneakily use this g file to advantage with king g7, rook h8. He's going to win more material if I'm not careful. He's winning more material. The g6 pawn now. Okay, there's queen g7. We'll try and get the queens off. Try and keep c6, e6 under without losing d5. So rook e6, knight e6 for queen d5. Oh, he plays that anyway. Okay, and he's attacking 2 bits there. I might ever on f7 off to f2. No, not here. But maybe one day. takes, and on f2. Okay. There's rook e7 on rook d7. He's a bit short on time. Ah. Is that really painful for me? Yes, it is, because of rook d7. Oh, that's curtain. Oh, bishop e7. Hang on. Bit of optimism here to find stuff would help. Unpin here. So I think back for bishop c5. 20 seconds to finish me off. So okay. Can I try and win this pawn? Right, so I can try for queen c6 to get the queens off. Oh, he's got, actually that's not hot, is it? Get the rooks off instead, actually. For my king safety, which doesn't look too good at the moment. He's only got too many seconds. Counter attack begins on the dark squares. There's an end there. Hang on. H2. This doesn't look too hot. Keep checking him. Get mated. G7 is mating me. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh. Terrible. Okay. Strong opposition all the time. 22-11 this guy, but this hopefully this should be okay. This system, get enough practice in it. I think f5 here. So it's opening up, it's weakening d5, it's adding pressure on f7 and the f file. Maybe knight f4 could be useful for knight g6s later, or just to d5 here in fact. So knight e4 is actually threatening knight f6 to weaken the dark squares. If I weaken those dark squares, okay, he's leaving that knight there, which could be a bit dodgy for both me and him actually. So I'll take this guy for a sec. Go back for the I want to go for the h6, but knight f5 does embarrass that knight. Oh dear. So this doesn't look actually that hot. Yeah. So knight f4, queen g3, is always knight e2 check, something to avoid. So queen, oh dear, oh dear, grim. So king h1, rook g1, grim, rook e1. Okay, if he plays d4 and queen d5, there's always knight e4 on the bright side of this, known as f5. So I might as well get the queens off then. Is there any knight e4 salvation here? Not really. Doesn't really do much. So he's just coming at me with his pawns now. Can I get the e4 square? Right, it's giving me e4, small concession, small mercy. So I'm going to try and play for the c file with b4. Oh, so if he takes, I take the knight actually, don't recapture the pawn. Ah, I've got a pawn. There's a bit of hope that's arrived. I'll support this, but now d3 is a bit vulnerable. But rook c7 at some point would have been handy. Or knight c5 to protect d3, pull that drops off. Maybe even to attack the rook anyway. In fact, rook c7, there's... Okay, I've got to protect f2 anyway. So that knight's protecting f2. Protect this guy. And if rook e4, rook king e4, if e2, rook e1, they can go that way. So my king can hopefully crawl in with king g4 without getting mated. If I go into the position of king f5, check. I was rook e5's mate. Oh, he missed mate. Bit of luck there. He missed mate. Oh dear, oh dear. Can I get to the seventh row? Oh, what do I do here? Try and stop these pawns somehow. Oh dear, that doesn't help to stop the pawns. Nope. Try and queen here. Doesn't really help. Yeah, bad game. Bad. Maybe open Sicilian next time for a bit of variety. Fell to bits. Oh dear. I think Morris Smith Gambit. I'm going to change the patterns there to avoid that system for a moment. Actually, what can I just take on d4 here for bishop g4? Okay, so get rid of this guy. I can play queen, queen d7 for bishop g2 and queen h3. Also d3, this is good for just winning the rook. If I take in queen h, I'll just take here for there's knight f3 for winning the queen. That was quick. Okay, 2-3-1-7, but I'm going to play Morris Smith against Sicilian. Okay, can I get Alakine chat on? Oh dear, what's this? Try and play solid e5 control. I'll just take that off for e6 pressure. Get the bishop back, rerouted. Oh, he's not letting me. That looks like a painful move to meet. If I take knight d2, I'll go back for e6 here. So bishop, if I get this bishop to exchange off that bishop, try and weaken e5 at least. Okay, e5 is weakened. f2 is stable at the moment, so knight e5 for f4. There might be g5 counterplay to factor in, which he might play immediately and get this bishop kicked off. Put pressure on b7. Maybe a5 at some point. Stops b5 now. So he's got a bit of a bind. So I like this position for a change with white. Can I just get the queens off to be cheeky and then go back to e5 and try and play a positional game for a change? But mind you, takes, and he's getting rid of my nice knight because of g takes. So I don't want that, but here it's okay. But then g5 could be a problem. Okay, so I'm going to gang up on e6 in the meantime. So knight f3 maybe to h4. Or maybe f5, knight h4, g5. Okay, so for the moment, let's get the king improved. Think about it, knight e5 to g4. There's rook g6. I can't see anything too concrete at the moment. Plays rook g6. There's no f5 here. There's no major check, so maybe f5's on the cards for rook e7. Yes. So rook g5, rook e6. Well, just takes. Okay, so it's looking like I'm going to get mated with rook f5 if I'm not careful. Oh dear, oh dear. How comes that seems to be mating me with his piece configuration here? Oh dear, what a mess. He's got more time as well. That was very unfortunate. I thought I was doing well there. Went straight into a mating there. Can I just, I don't know, it's gone, isn't it, really? Very unfortunate game, this one. Thought I was doing alright. Messed it up. This is an up and down tournament. Okay. Oh, here's another dangerous one. Can I just offer a draw? I feel a bit beaten up. It's probably going to reject. Okay. I have beaten me before in morning tournaments. He's beatable. I'm not sure he's brilliant at this, you know, particular opening. He's giving me some pressure. Maybe standard a6, b5, knight here to d5 would be good. I'll just weaken e6. No, he can't take on e6 because I have 3. So I get to protect. Okay, I get to protect for a moment. But c4's dropping off. Oh dear. So I'm getting dismantled, I feel. Try to get the queens off at least. What's his threat here? If I undouble. It's all gone a bit weird. I used to have a good position, and now I don't. But there might be rook e3, there's rook e7. If rook d5, rook e3. Oh, he doesn't fall in for that. And he's going for that. That's horrible. Wow. There's no hope in these games. I mean, that knight's trapped after rook h4. In any case, give up a pawn or something. Oh, there's traps again. Phew, hopeless. My pet system going down. Okay, oh, not this knight c6 again. Well, I'll try that thing again. It did look visually good earlier, but right, surely I just take here, take on e5 in this particular position to win a piece. Right, so maybe not. Okay. So bishop d5. Won a few pawns. Ah, okay. He didn't need to do that. He could have taken stone f3, a little present from the opponent. Exchange of queens. Okay, so if I c5, d5, bishop d4, that sort of thing. What about d6? And if I play for d6, that's knight h5 would be quite tasty as well at some point. And this one for knight c5. For then knight e6 if the rook moves. Or even there, it's knight e6. Okay, so I just get changed off. Ah. Alright, 12 at the moment. Been a bit battered, but I'm still kicking here. Kicking around. Gambit here. Oh, didn't expect that one. Is he just losing a point? No, his bishop, it's queen e5 coming up. Get out the glare of queen e5 if I took queen h5. If I try and castle queenside to... Or here now, it's possible. So maybe bishop e3. Okay, so casting bishop e2, rook e1. Something queen e2, then knight d2, or something else. Okay, even better. Ah, can I not make use of that? Is there anything to make use of that? Queen f5. So he takes. He doesn't take. I'm on the rook now. So it takes queen h1. Right, so if I castle now. So I'm threatening rook d1. Knight a3, knight e4 on f2, rook g2, knight d2. Or rook, just rook d2. Ah. Blunder the rook. Ah, he didn't take it, okay. It's still not clear. Okay, check maybe. I think my queen's pinned. So check king e1. Think about what to do after that. Maybe rook h2 to pick up a pawn for a moment. Knight d3 might be good. Oh, picking up the knight first, that would be handy as well. Okay, 11th. I wanted to play something else, but it's too late now. Okay, how will this go? This looks okay so far, not the immediate knight d4 to deal with. That's even better, it's asking for f5. So we've got the useful attacking pattern, knight g5, knight f5 takes, very attacking. Don't have to worry about knight c2, I just take there. Not much else to do with the bishop, but I'll take on g7 here. Yeah, he takes there, so I take on e7 and takes queen, and that the exchange up. Hopefully not a piece down actually. Oh dear, 4, no, it might be the exchange up. I should really kick this away before it bites c2, and because that is useful for the d4 control. That's very silly. What? Oh, the knight's trapped. Okay. Oh, still going to be trapped if I do this. How's it going over there on stream? Okay. Okay. Okay, so knight e7 or I think knight e7 here. Let's try and win that f5. Bishop. So all rook f7 coming up. Right, so if I try and get this pawn to h6, then there's rook g7. Okay, or okay, try and get the rooks coordinating here. So rook d7 to threaten mate. Okay, so where will that put me? Well, this brings up 11th. Okay, 11th. And 2057. So queen d4, okay, I'm on e4 now, that's good, so maybe I can support c5. So we'll just take here maybe, take e4, castle queenside and stuff. Or c5, is that useful? We'll just take to get the centre, maybe we'll just pin that. Okay, so knight e7, oh actually, okay, damage the pawn structure here, win at f3. Maybe, but actually win the exchange. So knight b5 bishop takes f3. Oh, it's not winning the exchange, but I don't want to go into rook d1 here. c4. I want to just take go here to win h3. Okay, so okay, looking still quite dangerous. Things are falling to bits again. Oh, nasty pin. Can't get out of that pin either. Oh, that looks terrible. It's hopeless. He's not going to move his bits away here, is he? So I'll gamble with bishop e4. It takes out, I resign. I'll resign anyway. Okay, 12th. Getting beaten up today. 12th. No, the important thing is to lose quickly if you can lose anyway, not drag it out. Try and win quickly. Oh dear. Who's this guy? He's on 136. Okay. If I play bishop g6 here, that should be good for an attack. It was knight e6. Threatened, or of course queen f7. Or this one. Need a quick win, really. Quick win or two. Chess Spain's doing well, 188. This looks bad because knight d6 I could be winning that bishop. So queen f7 I play bishop g6. So I'll take care. Okay, win f8. Can I win h6 or something? I'll just develop here and oh, the screen's gone. Oh, knight takes d5 would have been good. Maybe bishop b5. Okay, so maybe a3. Oh, I'm in trouble again, aren't I? Because of a6. I've given him a chance, or have I? Actually, there's rook e8 here. Actually, he could take my knight. Why did I give him a chance? Alright, let's get back on track. So something like c4 or bishop h6 or queen h6. Hold on to that over there. Let's queen can go for a cheapo soon. Although queen f8 threatens. There's rook e8, queen g7. Okay, so I seem to be closing. What about actually bishop f4? There's queen d4. All right, can I just play this easy? Just queen the pawn. Let's get the pawn over there. Play bishop c3. That's bishop f6. Well, in fact, yeah. So rank 9. Okay, so how's it going over there? Try and come back. I think French defence, something solid. I don't really want to draw. So just trying for a hack attack here. Quick hack attack. Actually, okay, it's creating some weaknesses. So bishop d6 now. About e5. So I'm on h3. If d5, maybe just knight e7. Okay. I can just take, surely, here. Try and castle queenside. although not castling queenside here. So bishop c5, to knight c6, bishop c6, bishop c5. It looks pretty good. If it wasn't check. Oh no, I get a chance. So bishop f1 if king h2. Oh, that looks good all of a sudden. Bishop f1, king h2, bishop f1. So I'm getting some points again. 10 minutes to go. The opposition is still pretty good. 2267. I don't know. My average rating in this tournament 2158. Have I been unlucky? How comes mine is 2158? It says queen h5. It's not mate, is it? It's queen h5. And I've got no Diet Coke. Even worse here. I've got no Diet Coke, but. With an average opposition now 2164 after that. But I'm trying to just, I don't know. Is he going to take or something? He's going to give up voluntarily the dark sky bishop. Didn't we just play this system earlier? Is this confusion or something? System? If G... Oh, what? Okay. So check, knight f7, takes, doesn't do much. Keep the attack going somehow. Knight h7 to f6, that looks interesting. And then takes, queen g4, knight d6, and take. He's not really going to play king h8, is he? King h8 might be interesting. g4 takes, g5. It's not really that convincing, all this. If I just move the bishop and maybe bishop f3 later. Okay, so knight g3 might be threatened, so I'll stop knight g3 for a moment. I want to try and get in g4 with tempo and then g5. Actually, I can play this to support that knight, so that's interesting. If I can get in g4, or even just have a take here. d3, quite interesting. Now g4. There's no knight g3 just yet. He's winning my queen, isn't he, with g6? Oh no, the queen's going. He could have just trapped my queen. Okay, can I play for king g3 to trap the knight? Let's protect this one. So I want to get my bishop on the diagonal. So b4, bishop b2, and then get the rook in, maybe to h1. So bishop b2, doesn't matter about that at the moment. Bishop b5, I'm protecting d2 as well. Keep solid here. So again, c5 if I get rook c1 in. So this guy's on 130. At the moment, I have to take care of things. I can get this c4 now. So rook c7 looks juicy, rook c8 looks juicy. In fact, rook c8 first. Mind you, okay, f4's dropping. It's not that juicy in this position. Weaken that diagonal anyway. I maybe throw in the check in any case. Now if I get in bishop c4 and rook g8, would that be any good? There's bishop d6, king f3. King f3 anyway. Okay, so knight h3, I think for takes, and knight f4 at some point. Alright, if I take and take on d6 and I'll take on f4, I'll just take here for a sec. Oh, that's mate. I needed that because I'm only down to like 8 seconds. So I'm going to be. I might be in the top 10 if I carry on like this. Oh, okay. Might be higher than the top 10. Might be in the top 5 at this rate. 5 minutes 27. What can I do with 5 minutes 27? I do feel battered and bruised in this tournament, I've got to say. It's been tough. My average opposition's been very tough, I believe. Some of them, I don't know. Okay, so a 2089. I should pay attention to the light squares. Yeah, I don't want to lose C2 in that much of a hurry. I'll keep some sort of light square advantage. I think it's like F5. And then Queen G3 and maybe hope for G6 at some point. Or Bishop G7 F6 will be tasting. In fact, in this position, I think Bishop G7 is on for F6. Nice little neat tactic there. Needed that. So that would win the queen. Queen takes, rook takes, bishop takes, I just take. I'm going to win the queen. So 4 minute 12. What can I do? 4 minute 12. He's resigned. Okay, getting a turbo boost. Blimey, I never imagined this. 186. I'm now ranked 3. Tables are turning here for this tournament in the last 4 minutes. 4 minutes. What can I do with 4 minutes? Blimey. Let's cheer me up a bit. I think the key is definitely to lose quickly if you're going to lose. As this demonstrates, you get other opportunities later in the Warzone. Oh, screen going to bits. I think I want to go to G4, knight F3, queen G4 to get the queen to here. Or there. I was hoping, you know, knight G4 now. So rook E8, knight G4. So knight G4 coming up for bishop F3. Looks a lot of pressure. That parries it, unfortunately. But I try and get the rook involved for F2. Maybe rook D8 would be useful for the diagonal for G3 at some point. I could just take and try and weaken these dark squares now. So what do I want to do here? Queen. Okay, I'm on E3. Now if Queen E2, okay, I'm on E3 now. So G3, so I'm on Bishop F3 potentially. And the bishops are pointing at the king. But he's solid. What do I do to break him down? G5, H5, G4, I can't think of anything particularly. This pawn storm, as they call it. Got that term from YouTube, pawn storm. What about Bishop B6 and then F3? That looks like a quick winning attempt to try and pin that rook to try and mate on G2. Is that possible? Is that knight budging on D4? If only it budged. I've just walked into perpetual, haven't I? No! I've walked into a perpetual. Am I going to get mated on this? Oh, that's just tragic. Is it a perpetual I'm going to get mated? Should I risk getting mated? There's no queen D6. My queen's on D... 1 minute 27. Okay, so if he moves the knight queen G2, very exciting. Oh. Okay. Knight's trapped? No, not trapped. Rook on F2 is precarious. Still precarious. F1 threatened. So where am I? Second. I've been beaten up like 5 or 6 games. I'm at second position at the moment. 38 seconds. Ah. Although YPP, I think I'm off this guy a draw. I don't think he's destructible in 30 seconds. Or is he? There's nothing we can do. It's 94 to D6 is my last chance for a quick mate here, I think. And I've blown that as well. But I seem to have come either second or third. Oh, blimey! What? Weird. I've just got to say weird. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back later. Okay, thanks very much.